Hello and welcome to this video and to another weekend where I am going to attempt to vlog for you and do a better job than I did last week. Yeah, obviously it's a Saturday morning. This is actually the first time I've sat down today, but there we go, and Jeff is obviously here because this is where he sits. This is what we do, don't we? We start a video, you sit up there, I sit here. So I thought I'd catch you up on the week like I have been doing, and then we'll move on into the day's activities. So, where do we start? Let's start with the baby. We had another midwife appointment this week. I am now 28 weeks, so I am officially into the third trimester, which feels like a real milestone, to be honest, that we're on the last third. It's also a little bit scary, but there we go. Yeah, we had the appointment with the midwife. Everything's going well. I didn't actually, they measure my bump, and that hadn't grown in the 2 weeks between our appointments, but she didn't seem too concerned about it. We're still between the two lines, so I guess we'll see what happens at the next one, which is in about 3 weeks' time. So we got to hear the heartbeat again, but she actually let us film it, so I will put that in here more for my own memories, keepsakes, all of that stuff, so that we have it somewhere. But trigger warning, you will be seeing my very pale belly, so here is our baby's heartbeat. So yeah, as I said, in that, to me it sounds like a galloping horse, but all is going well, which is good. She's wriggling, she's doing what she should be, so fingers crossed we continue on that trajectory. So yeah, all good. We've also had some deliveries for her this week, but I will go into that when I talk about the fact that our house is the land of boxes, and show you some of that stuff. I have also been up to the doctors again this week, so I had a lump on my tongue, which seemed to have grown and was getting really quite irritating. I have a slightly dodgy tongue anyway, which she was talking about. So I went up to have that checked. It means that I now have to go and have some more blood, because I had some blood for my midwife appointment on Wednesday. I have to go for some more blood next Wednesday just to check for, I think it was B12, she said, and like diabetes, that kind of thing, because that can have an effect on your mouth, apparently. She did a swab for, I can't remember what, but she doesn't think I've got that, because I basically have lots of white patches and stuff all over my tongue, which she thinks is something called geographical tongue, which is something I had googled, so I feel pretty smug that I'd already diagnosed myself with that. It's linked to things like psoriasis, and is that kind of thing where your skin cycles aren't really matched, so you end up with more or less than you should. And there's no cure to it, but she has also referred me to the ears, nose and throat people. But then I woke up this morning and there is no lump on my tongue anymore, and I have no idea what's happened to it. I mean, I'm very happy, it was very annoying, but there is no more a lump. So I don't know, but I'm still going to go to that ENT appointment just for the other stuff with my tongue as well. So yeah, it's I've been up the doctors a lot, it feels like. What are you looking for? There is no measuring on that.
So the job I do, you don't even have a
Well, that's because I only thought about it. Pete's moaning about my to-do list, which is very long, but it's not all to be done this weekend. I guess then we move on to the land of boxes. Our bathroom is due to start its renovation on Monday, so we had deliveries of all of that. And as I said, we've also had deliveries for some stuff for baby girl. Delivery drivers are odd. I had one delivering the next to me crib who essentially looked at the product, looked at my stomach, and then went, "Yeah, you're pregnant. Do you want me to carry that in?" I was like, "Thank you, yes please." And then one that delivered our pram, who was very reluctant to take it in for me, but I managed to get him to do it anyway. Our plan for today, much to Pete's utter enjoyment and excitement.
I mean, we're a bit stupid, really. We're going to Meadowhall on Black Friday.
Well, this is because it's the only weekend you can take me.
Yeah, it's going to be very busy.
But we have lots of places to go, so we need to go to the tip, because obviously all that bathroom stuff came on pallets and we need to take that, so our car is currently full. We need to go to Halfords because we think we've picked a car seat, but we don't know if it works in our car, so I've read that they have a kind of service that they can check that and look at that, so hopefully that is a thing and we can do that. We've got a few shops in Meadowhall that I want to go to, particularly Primark, because I want to get some of their like maternity bits and some pyjamas, and there's a whole list of stuff. Leggings, thermal leggings is high up. Where else are we going? Dunelm. See if we can look at rugs and curtains and lampshades, which is the thing that Pete's just measured, to make sure that we don't go too big or too small, I guess, for the size of our rooms. Pets at home, we need to get this one some kibble. Yeah, you. So yeah, all sorts of stuff going on today. I don't imagine I'm going to be able to film much of the whole shopping bit, because as Pete said, it is Black Friday weekend. I don't know how much that impacts actual stores or whether it's more of an online thing. I've never really ventured out for it.
Probably both.
But it's a Saturday anyway, and the lead up to Christmas is going to be incredibly busy, so I will do what I can. But unlike last time, I can at least show you what we buy, and then we'll actually have a video rather than whatever it was last week that I gave you. Let's go and show you our land of boxes. So this is stage one of our house is full of boxes. So the first 4 here are our pram. What are you winding at, Jeff? Is the pram. Because it comes in 4 parts, obviously. We ended up going with the mamas and papas because we got a deal.
Half price though.
We were flipping between this one and the baby style Oyster 3. We basically went back and forth on those a lot, and it literally came down to the fact that this one had so much money off and the baby style Oyster didn't really have anything, so that's why we've come for this. It's in grey because that's the only one that they had the deal on. We then have these 2 boxes, which are a wall cabinet and a floor cabinet for our bathroom. But they're too heavy for Pete to take upstairs by himself. He had a real mission getting it in the house because the delivery drivers just went, here's a pallet, and then scarpered very, very quickly. Which I don't think is very fair. Because, I mean, I'm lucky that I've got Pete and he's able to do it, but A, if it was just me here, wouldn't have been able to. We're in the dark. Because, obviously, pregnancy and I'm just weak in general. And then there must be other people in this situation where they can't do it. This is the other thing. So she got her first set of wheels, her first bed. We went for the Cozy by Tutti Bambini. Again, I mentioned that in last week's video about the deal. That's some presents from my mum. Then we got a Moses basket and a blanket and a bath seat. The Moses basket we got for free from my parents' neighbours. And then we spent a £5 on Facebook Marketplace for the bath seat. So there are things, we are getting there. And then this is the other room of boxes. Ta-da! So this is all the stuff for the bathroom, so as you can see. Oh no, that's the wall cabinet, so I don't know what the other one is downstairs. So it's like shower and fans, we've got some floor, we've got some cabinets, we've got toilet, we've got bath, we've got, yeah, so. As I said, that's due to start on Monday. But it just means that we are living in the land of boxes. And just on the bathroom, I guess, while I'm talking about it, and it's the thing that's going to happen. Essentially, it'll look like this. We've gone for a very similar cabinet with a mirror and a cupboard. We've done a very similar thing along here with more cupboards and drawers and stuff, just because why do people think you don't want storage in a bathroom when you have a whole heap of stuff to keep in a bathroom? But that's my gripe. The shower will go on this wall. We'll have a bath here still, and then there'll be a shower screen, and then all of this will be tiled. And I think he's still going to keep all of the tiles around here too. And then we'll have a radiator here instead of there. That's the plan anyway, so we'll see how that goes. And I'll try film a sort of updated video thing for it, but there we go. So that's what we've got going on at the moment. I've been trying to make use of any dill that we can find. Right, my lovely husband is now trying to chop down some branches of a tree that is overhanging our garden because we're going to the tip. And I feel like I should probably go out there and make sure that he's not going to saw himself off. Actually, I don't need to because he's doing very well. He's already got quite a few off without me being there. Right, I think the next time I will speak to you is when we're on the move. We're going to the tip first because we need to empty the car. So, catch you then. So we're on our way. As you can see, I'm surrounded by tree.
You put it down the middle, which isn't it? Yeah, very full boot.
Yeah, we can't actually see you are. I'm not driving, but Pete can't see at the back, so we've got to be careful. A tree and pallets in a car. And a box, by the looks of it. So we're going to head to the tip first, and then whatever route Pete's planned for us.
Yep, tip, then Halfords, then Meadowhall, then back three other different ones afterwards.
Cool. So away we go. Change of plan. As we were coming past. Pop in first. Stop 2. The tip. There he goes with a tree. As I said, we have all of that to try and get out. I would help, but I'm sort of claimed by dog food. So it seems easier just to let Pete go and do it. Pete's been practicing with car seats.
Oh, as well?
I think we're going to go for this one, which is the Joey iSpin 360 from birth to 4.
Which then means I hope we're going to get from 4 to 12 afterwards.
Yes.
So if I was to get 3 different ones.
Hopefully. I mean, we do have one of these baby carriers because it came with our pram, but we'll either sell it or pass it on to one of our parents or something. So yeah, bonus.
We
Sorted.
also had a car seat which came with our pram.
That's what I just said. It's a
You
baby
said
carrier.
Oh,
It's
right,
a baby
so-
carrier.
Yeah, the carrier is it?
Yes, because it's got a handle. Good morning. Welcome to Sunday. I figured I'd just sit on the floor for this bit. There is a draft coming from that window. Yeah, yesterday was long, but we got pretty much everything done that we needed to. So, I mean, the order of things went out the window straight away because we started at Pets at Home, as you know, where we bought Jeff some food and some poo bags, so I won't show you those because it's not that exciting. We then went to the tip, cleared the car of the branches and the pallets. From there, we tried to go to Halfords, but we ended up at a MOT one rather than a shop one, so we scrapped that idea for that time being. Headed to Meadowhall. So this is where this comes in, my big Primark bag, so I thought I'd let you know what I got in there. It is all maternity based. I don't think there is anything in here. I mean, things will be a crossover, but I don't think there's anything in here that isn't. So I've bought baby girl a few tops and stuff, but she had no leggings, so just bought 2 sets of leggings. So one is just the striped, and then one is navy blue. They're ribbed, they looked good. That was £4. And then just a set of one pink and one pink with hearts, which is now saying it's £1. So let me check my receipt to see if it actually was £1, because I thought it was 3. They were £1, so bargain. I've watched a few what I packed in my hospital bag things, and morning Jeffy, and a lot of what I've heard is certainly if you're in hospital it's quite helpful to have a night shirt, because you don't want, what's the word I'm looking for, bless you Jeff, the waistband. Thank you. You don't want the waistband on your stomach, either type of birth, but particularly cesarean. Obviously I have no idea how it's going to go. Jeff, leave that please. No. I don't know how it's going to go. Also, you know, you don't want stuff around your bits really, so I've hedged my bets, and as I said, these can both be worn outside. So I have this pink lighter one, and I've gone for button downs for all of them for ease of breastfeeding, should I choose to go that route, which at the plan I'm going to try it, I will see. But this is a much lighter weight one, but I am due in February, which is why I bought two. I bought this one in a 12 to 14. Again, I don't know the sizing with a bump and things, so there's that. So then I bought in a large, a thicker one, which is just this sort of flannel checked. Again, buttoned down, and we'll see. I'll probably just pack both, to be quite honest, and then see how I feel on the day. And then for more when we were at home, I bought 2 sets of flannel pyjamas, again long trousers but button down tops, again for ease of like breastfeeding and stuff. And I've heard, Jeff, you desist, you make it very difficult. Again, I've heard it's very useful to have buttons and that people live in pyjamas, so I got a pink set and a blue set of that. Next, again, the main thing I went into Primark for were these seam-free maternity bras. They do up at the back, which is a little bit frustrating, and I didn't quite realise that, but that's fine. But they're essentially bralettes, and that's kind of all I wear. And then they obviously clip off at the front for that. And the woman, I found one set of it in a size that wouldn't have fit me. It was a large, so I was going to just take it and just give it a go anyway. And I asked her, have you got any more of this? And she went, no, it's just in this section. And then I was wondering, and then I found a whole like pillar of just maternity bras. I was like, well, you're entirely wrong. So I managed to get some in my actual size, which is good. The last thing that I got was the fleece lined leggings. I actually got 3 pairs. I'm only living in leggings at the moment. So I got 2 of the medium to large, which I think is my normal size. Sort of a 10 to 12 kind of thing. Jeff, please. And then I just got 1 large to XL because I have no idea how these are going to go over my bump. Hedging my bets. If they're a bit big and they come up to my boobs, then sweet, I'll have a warm bed as well. That's what you get for sniffing it. So that was everything in Primark. We then also went into H&M, but I think I prefer looking online for that one. So also in Meadowhall we went to Superdrug because we needed a few things. So I got a huge bottle of micellar water. I bought a bottle about this size this time last year, and I'm sort of here on it, so I thought I'll just get a replacement one. I have a smaller bottle that I decant into to make life easier. I always get this from Father Christmas, but I'm on my last one, so it was buy one get one free, so 2 of those. They're just body sprays. And similarly we always get shower gel from Father Christmas, but we're on our last one and it's the end of November, so again these were 2 for £3, so we just picked up 2 of those. So that was Superdrug, and that was everything at Meadowhall. Then from Meadowhall we then tried Halfords again. We actually went to a shop. As you saw, we were looking at car seats. We've picked the one we want. We've actually ordered it, but not from Halfords. We found a better deal on Kiddies Kingdom. So we saved probably about £60–70 on the seat, and it then came with a free car mirror thingy that you put at the back, so that if you're driving, like if Pete's in the car on his own with her, he can still see her kind of thing. So it came with one of those. We were going to buy one, so that saved us like a tenner, so sweet on that. So that's been ordered. But the actual Halford service was really helpful. She showed us on a test seat, but then they just allowed you to take it out of the shop and try it in your own car, which is exactly what we needed, because that was the bit that we weren't sure on. We'd had a look at the car seat that we bought at their manual, but our car didn't appear on it, which made us worry, which is why we went to Halfords in the first place, because we wanted to just make sure before we bought it, because it's not the cheapest of things, particularly as we've gone from 0 to 4, so it's a bigger unit. We just wanted to make sure that it actually fit. So we got to put it in, we both got to have a play with, because it's one of the twisty ones, so play with moving it and loosening the seatbelt, tightening the seatbelt, putting the seatbelt in when it's in our car. Doing it in the dark was difficult, but I think, you know, once you've done it a few times it'll become easier. Along with all of these things, it's the same with the pram, and trying to put that down, that will become easier. We then headed to B&M. I told you it was a long day. We headed to B&M where we were going for certain things. Some of the stuff is out there and I'll take you out there after I've gone through this chat bit. So we ended up picking a small jar of coffee, because obviously we've got our bathroom guy coming tomorrow and he's going to be here for like 2 weeks, but we didn't have any coffee in the house because we don't really drink it, although Pete does, but from a machine at work, and that's what he wants for Christmas. Anyway, so we did that, and then we can just say, look, help yourself. We've got decaf, we've got tea, we've now got coffee. We picked up a glass spray bottle. You'll be wondering why. Our dog likes to bark a lot at the TV, and we did have something similar previous, and it basically gives him a bit of a surprise and it shuts him up. And we've been saying that we should try it again, but we didn't have a bottle, so we bought one of these. It being glass is by the by, it's just what was there, because we need to try and curb some of his reaction before the baby comes. So we'll see if that works, and we don't like the idea of like the shock collars and things, so a bit of water to spray him with. We'll try that. If you have got any tips, let me know. You may have seen in the car when we got in yesterday that they were so like fogged up inside and condensed, and Pete didn't have any sponges to wipe it off with, so we've got him some car sponges just to have them in the car to wipe the window if he ever needs to. And then we've got a couple of other things out there, as I said, but I'll finish talking to you and then I'll show you what's out there. And then from there we went to Dunelm, which was our last stop. We had an hour before the shop shut, and the main thing we needed to go and talk to them about was curtains. Unfortunately their like expert kind of thing wasn't available, but a nice woman in the shop did sit with us and was able to give us a bit of a quote for the curtains in this room, because I don't like these and they won't go with the sort of aesthetic, I guess, that we're looking at and planning on, but they're going to be so expensive. Obviously we have this massive essentially wall of a window, and there is no set of curtains that will fit that. It's all got to be made to measured, and that window alone is probably going to cost us like £750, and we've got 2 other windows in this room. So it's going to cost us a lot of money on that. We're also probably going to need a customised pole for that window because it's so big. So we obviously have a quote, which is good. We're now just going to sort of mull it over, see what we can do. It's a lot of money. I'm getting fed up with us having so many sort of half-finished rooms. It doesn't bother Pete as much. He's like, we've painted it, the room's done. I'm like, no, it's not. But we'll see what we do with that one. But then we also then spent a lot of money in Dunelm because of lots of other things that we needed to get. But again, they're out in the hallway on the land of boxes, so I'll go and show you that. But yeah, that was the day. It took us like 6 hours to do all of that. Came home, ordered the car seat, had some dinner whilst watching Strictly and I'm a Celeb and that kind of thing, and then because I ate too much dinner I was so full that I had to then like stay up for a bit to try to let that go down a little bit more. So I'm very tired this morning because I haven't actually slept very well, because then as soon as I got into bed, I think she had hiccups. It was like really like rapid, sporadic, like, not sporadic, that's the wrong word, spasmy kind of movement in like one place, and I think that's hiccups rather than kicking, and that went on for a little while. It's quite difficult to go to sleep, fall asleep when she's doing that, so which is lovely. As I said, it's really nice feeling her and it's very comforting, but it's also, she does it at some of the most inopportune times, like when I'm trying to go to sleep. Today I probably am going to end this video after I've shown you the stuff in the hallway, just because this clip already is 15 minutes and I haven't finished that bit. And all we're going to do today is take Jeff for a walk in the woods this morning, and then clean pretty much. I think we're going to look on Amazon because there's a few things again in the Black Friday sale. We're just basically spending all of our money this weekend. It's at least payday on Tuesday. So yeah, that's the plan, right? I'll go and show you the stuff in the hallway and then I'll end this vlog. Right, so land of boxes. We now have a Christmas tree. This was actually £22 from Dunelm. It will do for this year. If we like it, we'll keep it. If we don't, it can go into Pete's office because they wanted one and they don't have one. But it will do us for this year. It's supposedly 6 foot. I don't know how that works, but I also saw these. So these are a set of 3 light up presents. They were actually reduced to £21, I think. But because we can't have presents under our tree, because Jeff sleeps in the room that the tree's going to be in, I thought that might look cute on a white tree skirt, which we need to get. I have been looking for a new touch lamp. So you just touch the base to turn it on and off. For ages, because mine's a bit manky and doesn't fit in our room aesthetic. So they actually had some in Dunelm. Last time I looked, they didn't have any. So we got 2 of those so that me and Pete can have one on each side of our bed. We got this lampshade for the nursery. If you've seen that video, you'll know it's a very similar colour. Let's museum around here. We got 2 of these lampshades for our spare room. Currently there we're on like an atom disco ball thing. It doesn't work. They will match the lamps that we bought again. Did I vlog that? If I did, I'll add it in. We needed another double duvet set. Basically my family are coming for a couple of days after Christmas, and then Pete's family are coming immediately after they leave. I don't know how easily it's going to be to strip, wash and dry the bedding that's on it at the moment, so for ease we just got another set. Similarly, we just got 4 more grey guest towels, and then a toilet roll holder. How exciting. Obviously the bathroom's being done and we didn't have something like that, so we picked that up. So that was everything from Dunelm, and then the only other thing from B&M were 2 bath mats. So we've got this one for the one that's being done. You'll see this matches the colour scheme lovely, and it's also very similar to the nursery. We obviously like the colour. And then our bathroom, the mat around our shower doesn't really fit. It's way too big, so it never dries out and stuff, and it's just smelly, so we bought a new one for us, which says get naked because it amused me and I liked it. So yeah, there is all of the money that we have spent pretty much this weekend. It's a lot. We also went to Costa for a lovely hot chocolate as a sort of break. Yeah, it is a lot of money that we've spent in one go, because obviously we have also bought the next to me crib and the pram this week, although my mum is lovely and has paid for the pram for us, so technically we haven't paid for that one. I do want to have a look at Amazon today. I know there's a few bits on the baby wish list that are in the sale. I've also seen a tree skirt in the skirt sale because I had a look this morning, so there's a few bits on there. And there are other things like blinds and stuff that we might need to look at today. So I'm not sure the money spending is quite finished yet, which is a problem. But hey ho, we'll manage, won't we, Jeff? We'll be good. Yes, we will. Right. So from us and Sleepy Pete upstairs, we're going to end this video because I'm conscious it's going to be very long, unlike previous ones. So if you have enjoyed our semi-Black Friday shopping trip trying to get things for the house, please give it a thumbs up. If you are interested in what we get up to, so obviously now that we have a tree we need to do some decorating, so we've got some Christmas content coming. Obviously we've got the bathroom being done, and then the baby's coming early in the new year, so all of that is coming up. So if you're interested, click subscribe, and we will see you, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.